Hi guys, welcome to my channel and my video. Please excuse the laundry that is drying on the radiator behind me. A lot of it is stuff that is going to be listed on Vinted. I like to wash it and iron it before I photograph it and hopefully sell it. So tonight Eddie and I are going to Carrigans because that is now our place, and I'm just going to get ready. I've actually got my curling tongs here, just waiting for them to heat up. I use maximum temperature because my hair is extremely thick and it takes a ton of hairspray. So this is going to be a bit of a get ready with me as well as the actual evening out. Unlike the past couple of times we've been to Carrigans, I'm going to be driving. We've decided we're not going to bother with drinking. I've had a couple of their cocktails now and I don't feel like having a really sweet cocktail. And if I drive, it means we save money because we don't need to get a taxi, so we can maybe spend that on something else. But yeah, that is the plan. I'm not going to show you me curling the entirety of my hair because that would be extremely boring. I'll probably do a little bit on time lapse though. Eddie is having a rest at the moment because he's not long come off night shifts. First curl done, ton of hairspray. This will drop out probably before I even go out, so it's not going to look this curly by the time I actually go. But yeah, I'm just going to get on with it now. This looks ridiculous. It wouldn't really be a get ready with me video if I didn't show you at least some of my putting makeup on process. I'm not going to be doing a full face of makeup because it's too much effort and I don't like wearing that much makeup anyway. And it just takes so long to take off as well. I know I probably should be doing foundation and stuff like that, but so I'm going to keep the makeup reasonably minimal as I usually do. I'm going to put on some eyeshadow though. So as always, still using Lemonade by Benefit as my primer. Should really turn on the light on my mirror, which is a number 7 mirror with lights, magnifying side and non-magnifying side. Yes, it needs dusted. I am highly aware of that fact. I have a huge collection of the Barry M Dazzle Dusts. Now, the dress that I'm wearing is kind of colourful. Well, it's black, but partly colourful. You'll see when I get it out. So I'm going to look for colours. I've got like a pink and a gold and a lilac. That's a silver. There's that blue purple. I really like that as well. So we'll put the pink on, pink and gold one, just because it's the lightest. Please don't look at me for makeup tips because I am by no means an expert. I put makeup on my face and hope it looks good. I am someone who, just because I am over that age, I am not going to stop wearing colour either on my face or in my clothes. So yeah, I know a lot of people can lose their confidence, but that is a shame if that happens because you should be able to wear what you want to wear. So I think I'm going to put the lilac next. So I'm kind of going to do like the 3 colours across my lid, although actually I'm going to do the lilac on the outer side and blend it with the pink just in the middle like this. So with Dazzle Dust in particular, because it's such a fine powder, a primer really is essential just to help it stick. I just find that you just blend and blend and blend. I do actually have a brush that is meant for blending. Where is it? It's this one. So it's more fluffy and it's a really good blending brush, whereas the flat brush is better for packing on shadow. I'm also aware that I probably use the wrong types of brushes for stuff. So I'd say that's fine for the pink and purple. It's a 6:30 dinner, so you know, I don't want to go mad. And then I'm going to put this on the whatever you call that. I don't know, crease. Yeah, I'm going to put that on the crease and also on the outside and maybe slightly underneath. I probably ought to use a liner brush for it, and I will for underneath, but I'm just going to use my flat brush for the top. So you can see the blue colour. I am not someone who would wear bright blue eyeshadow. It's not a colour that really suits, but because this has got purple tones and it's shimmery, it's really good. It's not as obvious, and you can gently load up the colour, so you can start off with just a little and then keep adding until you're satisfied, instead of accidentally putting on way too much at the start and then having to basically take it all off and begin again. So I don't know if you can really see what I've done to my eyes, but there we go. I'm happy with that. Just going to use my liner brush now to do a little bit underneath. Now, I could do all three colours under my eye to correspond with where they are on my eyelid. I maybe should do that actually, just for a little more colour. And I probably also should have done my under eye makeup. I'll do that now. See, told you, not an expert. So I use the L'Oreal eye cream in a concealer. And again, this will also help the shadow to stick. And yeah, you should definitely put it on before you do the underneath eyeshadow, probably before you do the eyeshadow on top. The reason that I don't is because sometimes I get the shadow under my eyes. And if I put this on, it means I'm taking this off and having to reapply. So back to the blue shadow, we'll redo it under both eyes. I do find that when I'm using the liner brush, it gives a more solid line of colour. So I do try to have a bit of a lighter touch, otherwise it's a lot stronger than the colour that I've put on the top. So that's the blue purple, and then we want the light purple, that's the pink. I've got so many gorgeous colours. I don't think they even make Dazzle Dust. Oh, that's fine glitter dust in pink. Where did I put my purple? That's red, bronze, blue. There it is, lilac. It's also a bit harder to blend with this brush. And that's why you're seeing me layering it a bit, because I don't want to have too much on again. There we go. This really is not a good light to show makeup in, but I'm not a makeup YouTuber. I'm not even a micro influencer, so yeah. If you're watching this and you're still watching, thank you. I appreciate your support. Even if that sounded a bit sarky, I didn't mean it that way. It's just because my attention is divided. So there we go. Eyes done with the colour. I do like to put a little colour at the corner of my eyes. I've got white, but I don't know if I want to go for white. I've also got gold, but I think that might be a bit too much. I've got silver, fine glitter dust. That's a sort of a gold fine glitter dust, so I think I'm going to go with that. Just because it's really fine. So I just want the tiniest little bit at the corner. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Probably not. And I think I'm also going to put a little of this just here at the edge. Blend it in. Don't want to look like I've crushed Tinkerbell onto my face. Other fairies are available. I think that'll do. My eyes. Next, eyeliner. Hate this. Hate this so much. I got this from Shein or Temu, can't remember which, and it is supposed to help you to do winged eyeliner or a heart shape if you want. I use this Revolution gel liner most of the time because it lasts really well, but you do have to keep the brush clean or it just goes really not good at all. So this is the brush that comes with it. I usually only put it on my top lash line, and I start at the outside and just get it right in at the root of the lash. Then I usually try and make it winged, and that's where I mess it up completely. I have kohl pencils and I have liquid liner, but I find liquid liner rubs off really easily, and so does kohl. And if I want it to last any length of time, I really am better with the gel liner, but gel liner doesn't like to come off ever. So I'm going to use this guide. To just do a little line. And then fill it in. Problem is, when you get older, you've got more skin at your eyes and the wrinkles can make stuff harder to apply. Like this eye, I'm not sure if it's slightly hooded, but it's harder to do the eyeliner on it. See, I've kind of got the wings. This one is not as thick as this one. I actually prefer the look of this one. I always seem to do this eye better, I think, because it's not hooded. But I need to get them to match, so. And of course, the trick to winged liner, she says like she knows, is to make it go, it should be from the lower lash line up towards the end of the eyebrow. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's good enough. You know, if I keep playing about with it, I risk just ruining it. So it's best to know when to stop. And then for mascara, I really love this Maybelline combo. So I use the primer first. I usually only put this on the top lashes. I could wear falsies, but too much effort. And I always worry that they're half hanging off my face. And when I'm going out for dinner, I don't want to worry that I'm going to end up with an eyelash in my food. Well, not an eyelash, a strip of eyelashes. You know, got enough to worry about with long hair. And then this is the actual colour that you put on. To be honest, there are probably better mascaras out there. But this is the one that I have. Feel free to give me any recommendations for any makeup. Because I know the stuff I use is old. I mean, does Dazzle Dust even exist these days? Should I even be using it on my face? Has it probably gone completely out of date? And then on the lower lashes, just because I got this before the Maybelline, and then I prefer the Maybelline, so I tend to put this on my lower lashes, and I will sometimes put usually black kohl on the waterline, but I tend to do that at the very end because it fades really, really fast. I don't really contour. Contouring takes time and effort. I'm going to go with the pink blusher. I've got this in a more nude one as well, but I'm just going to go with the pink, and I just put it on the apples of my cheeks. This is a shimmery one as well, but I really like it. Sometimes I contour under my cheekbones. If I do that, then I do it before I put the blusher on. So that's my makeup done for now. I'm going to add eyeliner or kohl and lipstick, but I'm going to put my dress on before I do any of that. Having to go portrait mode to show you my dress. This is from Shein, and I actually got it for free because the hem part of it, the stitching, and I can't even find it, there we are. The stitching is coming undone. But they didn't have any in stock to send a replacement, so they sent a refund, but they said I could keep the dress, which I'm happy with. I really, really like it. I actually saw this dress on a Facebook group, and it was available from a site that I cannot remember the name of, and it was about £60, and I thought maybe I can find something cheaper on Shein. So I had a look, and sure enough I did. If you like the dress, they don't have this exact dress in stock, but they've got some that are really similar. They've also got short sleeve, they've got ones with different ombre through it. I just like the blue to pink, but there was another one that was all pink, but it was the ombre effect. I just think it's really unusual. I want to wear some high heels, but I'm also driving. I never get to wear my high heels. I suppose I could drive in flats, change into the heels. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm just gonna finish off my makeup with the kohl and lipstick, and then I'll show you my final look, because I also will need to take a thumbnail, and the light is going. So, this is my final look. I'm starving. Let's go eat. I think I'm going to go for a gingerbread latte. I've had all the other flavours here except hazelnut, although I have tried that thanks to Eddie. And Eddie's going for pumpkin spice. Unfortunately, they don't have any gingerbread syrup left, so I'm going to have a vanilla latte, but I don't mind. They do have a coffee and cake for a £5 offer, but it finishes at 5 o'clock and it's 5:30, so we've missed that. But I guess if we're going to have dinner, you know, we probably don't want to spoil our appetites, but I'm hungry. I'm thinking starter, main and dessert at the moment, but I know that when it comes to it, I'll probably have starter and half the main if I do that, but we'll see. I'm sitting in a different location to normal. Thought I would mix it up a bit. Just there under the TV is where we usually sit. The dunker, however. We've had one coffee each, and I'll be honest, I'm not missing the cocktails. And I'm quite happy with just one coffee, because I do not want to be jacked up on caffeine and then be unable to sleep. As we've been sitting here, we have seen some of the desserts going out, and Eddie really likes the look of the ice cream sundae, and I love ice cream, so we're thinking mains and desserts, or dessert to share, but we'll see. The portions here do tend to be generous, but when it comes to ice cream, I always have room for ice cream, so who knows. We'll be going through soon. I've got about 20 minutes to wait. Pretty hungry. So yeah, looking forward to getting some food. Much busier tonight. Fun fact, we've never been seated at the same table twice. My favourite table has still been the alcove we got on steak night, but this one's okay. I love the stonework as well. I think that gives real character to the place, but it is pretty packed. The tables are still reasonably spaced. It's not too noisy, as I'm sure you can hear for yourselves. So yeah, quite happy with where we've been seated. Just need to decide now what to eat from their very extensive and very tempting menu. This is Eddie's chicken Milanese, which I chose because he couldn't decide what dish to go for. I just hope there's some chips hidden under that chicken. And I went for chips instead of new potatoes with my broccoli and my Scottish salmon with a leek sauce. I'm trying to kid myself it's healthy, but it's not. I'm being forced to try Eddie's chicken Milanese, so I'm going to make sure I get a bit that's got the sauce. You're really going to love that. It's actually quite nice, except it's chicken. That sauce and that coating is delicious. It's full of flavour. Yeah, you're going to love that. I'll try my salmon next. Oh. Oh, that is delicious. The sauce is really creamy and the salmon's got a lovely smoky, crispy flavour. Sensational. I am going to steal some of Eddie's garlic mayo to dip a chip in. Thank you, Eddie. The salmon was meant to come with new potatoes, but I did ask if they could give me chips instead. The coleslaw here as well. It's absolutely sensational. It's so creamy. I wish I could make it. To be fair, I've never tried to make coleslaw. And I'm also really pleased by the portion size of the broccoli that I've got. I love broccoli. Look at that coleslaw and the chicken. A rare sight indeed. A clean plate and a very soon to be clean plate and almost finished chips. Does not often happen in Carrigans. I definitely feel I have room for dessert, which is good. The dessert menu. Now, the Biscoff cheesecake does appeal. However, I make that, and the one that I make is sensational. And I also love the English Cheesecake Company one. Sweet of the day is an after 8 cheesecake, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for either the Sunday selection, the special Sunday, or the vanilla ice cream. So I'm going to go for the Scottish tablet and caramel sauce sundae, and Eddie is going to go for the honeycomb and chocolate sauce sundae. This is Eddie's chocolate and honeycomb sundae. They bought me an Eton Mess sundae when I definitely ordered the caramel one. They've gone to find out what's happened. What's happened is they've bought the wrong sundae, so hopefully they'll bring the right one. I'm trying some of Eddie's sundae, if I can get to the ice cream. It's really hard. There we go. I'm not a fan of chocolate sauces and stuff, but that is good. The vanilla ice cream is superb. Yum. And here is my sundae, the correct one, which I'm hoping is going to be equally delicious. It's hard to get under all the cream, to get a bit of everything. It's good. I might actually think this is better though. It's really, really delicious. We have both finished our sundaes and they were delicious. It's a Mr. Whippy type vanilla ice cream. I thought mine was going to be tablet ice cream with caramel sauce on it, but it actually had big lumps, and I mean like full-size pieces of tablet through the vanilla ice cream. It did make it really sweet, so I don't think I'd have it again, but very, very good. The ice cream was sensational. Even though I'm a bit of an ice cream snob, sometimes I do just love a Mr. Whippy or McFlurry type ice cream, and Eddie thoroughly enjoyed his as well. He told me he'd never had tablet before. I believed him. Can't believe I fell for that. So anyway guys, I'm going to end this vlog here because we are just going to run off and get in the car and drive away and hope that they don't notice until it's too late that we've gone. No, I'm just kidding. Of course we're going to pay the bill. But thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you for the next video. But for now, do take care. Bye. Look who's waiting for us getting back from Carrigans. It's Miguel. Hey buddy. I'm not zoomed in at all. We are so close to him. He's absolutely drenched, poor guy. I guess he's used to it.